You say black men don't like you. You say there's no good black men. You say that men ain't worth a damn. You say men ain't this and you say men ain't that, and you say this and you say that, and you talk about the sister code this and the sister code that, and yet and still we have to sit back and suffer the pure ratchetness that is this culture that is constantly thrown up in our face, that everything that we are doing is solely around gyrating and being completely horrible misrepresentations in front of the entire world. Yeah.
You need people like me. You need people like me so you can point your fucking fingers.
There's nothing sexy about this. You want to know why men aren't giddy to go down the aisle and say I do, or why they're willing to risk their life, or why the rest of the world is looking at us a certain way? Well, let me help you out. Let me help you out real quick.
So we all gonna stand right here and just pretend and act like we don't know what that man that owned Lululemon, we don't know what he meant when he was talking about black women and black girls and his stuff.
Well, bitch, you turned out. Yeah. Well, bitch, I'm turned out.
What was the reason? What was the reason? This is the ghettoification that everybody's talking about. And I know some black girls were getting offended because they're like, what do you mean the ghettoification? We have to stop being so quick to be offended. That's a sign of insecurity, because not all black women are created the same. That's some shit that I would have never done as a black woman. I actually understood what he meant. We tend to hypersexualize everything. We tend to just turn everything super degenerate. We tend to just, we slum it out. We slum it out. And he didn't want his shit to be slummed out. And what did we do? We slummed it out. Why? Why? What point are you trying to prove other than the point?
I'm still trying to figure out what's the point of going into these public places, shaking your ass, and turning up all of this ratchet, nonsensical music that promotes being sexual deviance and STDs and being hood and being gangster and being with baby fathers that have baby mothers I'm still trying to figure out where the logic is that we're not. You want to be treated a certain way, but you are the ones that's disrespecting yourself the most. And you wonder why we have this other part of the world looking at us a certain way when you're doing shit like that. Now, I didn't put the whole entire, like, it's not necessary to put that whole video out. You already know what that was. A bunch of overweight, unhealthy women, black women, making a fool out of themselves in the store. Nothing about that is fun. Nothing about that is cultural. Nothing about that suggests black excellence. Y'all probably aunties and grandparents and all that shit. Look like a hot mess. And every time I see shit like that, it makes me like, come on, man. We can't go nowhere, bro. I've never even heard of Lululemon before until now, and I'm thinking like, shit, I wouldn't want you in my store either. See, it goes deeper than just the person not wanting you wearing the clothes. It's about what you represent wearing the clothes. We got to do better than this shit, man. Y'all think this shit is sexy and it's attractive. I don't want my mayor dressing or acting like that. I don't want my police women dressing and acting like that. I don't want to work under somebody who act like that. I'm just saying. How do you not see the problem when the problem is staring right back at you in the fucking mirror? Who wants to marry that shit right there? I keep asking why. Well, here's why. That's why right there. That's why right there.
Merry Christmas, filthy animals. And a Happy New Year.